So, last weekend when we were hauling anchor, our water alarm for the engine went off, which is good because I never heard it go off, and that means it actually works. So, on the rebuilt engine that we got, unfortunately I didn't have any of my tools on board, so I couldn't fix my water impeller, so we just sailed back to the slip. Now, when you change out these water impellers, one of the real important things to do is always to check, make sure that you have all your missing pieces. And I kind of had a panic mode for a few seconds there because I was missing 4 pieces and I only counted 3.
I got him.
Well, come to find out, I don't know if you can see it, there's one lodged. I pulled it out a little bit, but there's one lodged actually on the intake side, which normally they go out the outflow side towards the engine. So it's always good to double check both sides and make sure that you got all those pieces, because you really don't want one of those blocking off the small little water jacket holes on the engine itself. So definitely something to look out for if you're ever changing out your impeller. Of course, this is a Yanmar 2GM20. I got rebuilt about 2 years ago from the bottom up, and we decided to paint it a Caterpillar yellow. Reason why is Caterpillar yellow is a little bit easier to see any oil leaks or anything like that on the engine after it's been run for a while. It's real easy to see any spots that might have a small oil leak or any water coming out. A lot easier in the Yanmar gray. So we got our new nice little water impeller here. And then we've also got, you always got to get a new seal generally for these as well to fit on the backing plate. So pull that out, start getting everything cleaned up for the new seal. And also you always want to put like a small little bit of Vaseline on the inside so that whenever you start it up and these fins are dry, that way it doesn't burn off the fins right away after you start the thing. So we don't want to put all this work and effort into it and have it completely just come apart on the first time. So I'm actually gonna tear this old seal, take that off, and I'll clean the back side so that the new one has a good surface to attach to. So, because we don't want any water leaks. Just because it's a boat doesn't mean that it needs to have water inside of it. A dry boat is a happy boat. A little bit of paint. I actually haven't changed out the water impeller since we rebuilt the engine, so I was meaning to here somewhat soon, and like most things kind of get away from you, so because I knew it was probably about time and it beat me to it. So I'm gonna get something to clean this up a little bit and then start putting it all together. So we got it pretty well cleared off. Now we can put the back seal on and then put the impeller back in, a little Vaseline, and then away we go. One of the questions a lot of people ask me is, where's the antifreeze go? Well, this engine is a Yanmar 2GM20. It's not a Yanmar 2GM20F. The F stands for freshwater, so that means it's a freshwater cooled engine. This engine is actually raw water cooled, so it uses lake water or seawater and pumps it through the engine. Yeah, you do have salt water running through the engine, and when I got it, that was one of the problems just from the boat sitting a long time with that salt inside. Had corroded some of the inner passages, so I had the block boiled and it came out just fine. Engine has a brand new head on it, so of course those look good to go. So it is something to kind of keep in mind. Not a bad idea after every so often to do a fresh water rinse through the engine just to try and get some of that deposit out. So, but I guess we'll go ahead and start putting this all together. A little bit different size screwdriver to help feed those fins into place. The bearings all feel really good and tight. Now we've got impellers all set up just right. Woo-wee! So now we can start putting the back cover on and away we go. Remounted back up, so we'll go ahead and fire it up, make sure everything works right and doesn't leak.